What's up? What you see right here is super interesting, and this is a big reason for me to sit here with a big smile on my face. You see this WDYM, what do you mean? That's my project. I found it, and this is all about IDO season. And IDO season is now going on. The bull market hasn't really started yet. In my opinion, some people say, hey, we are already in the big bull run. I think after the halving, that's usually when the real bull market starts, but it's already doing very well. And right before that explosive move in the crypto market, it's usually the best time to invest in new crypto projects. And the best way to invest in new crypto projects is through launchpads, right? Through pre-sales, IDOs, maybe even strategic sales, seed investing, etc. And that's what we are doing with What Do You Mean? Now, I want to talk about why my coin is something you want to take a look at. A lot of people from the channel already know about it, but this is, in my opinion, one of the few coins that you can just buy, stake, and get a passive income without any bullshit Poundsonomics behind it, right? There are a lot of projects in the crypto space that say like, hey, you can, especially in 2021, it was crazy. They said like, hey, you can stake with us and you get so much in return. Like, here, you can have it all. And you'll be like, oh, where is it coming from? You don't ask that. Okay, right? And that's not really that sustainable. Now, what we did here is we created a project. What do you mean? We invest with big money into pre-sales. We are top tier on big launch pads like Engine Starter, CDeFi. We are Neo Tokyo, Nexus to do seed investments. And what I've showed you was our portfolio. As you can see right here, these are our CDeFi tokens, Engine Starter, ChainGPT, Neo Tokyo, Pulse Finance, DexCheck, GameStarter, Solidus AI Tech. We have a position in many launch pads. And again, that doesn't even include the NFTs that we have, right? So what we do is we invest big in these pre-sales, and the money that comes in with us, we put that in our staking the app, and the people that stake our token, the What Do You Mean token, can claim the share of the profits that we make. And I want to go a little in depth about this, as it's now finally time for us to say like, hey guys, preparation phase, it's kind of over. And we're now going into the money printing phase, to put it like that. So let's talk a little bit about that. This should be really interesting. So what I've announced for What Do You Mean is the following. What do you mean, community? As we are starting to ROI on some of our projects, it's time to distribute the profits. We will do this monthly, so we will have a fixed payday. That's going to happen on the 9th of every month, as that was the date that we released. It seemed like a good date. On this day, we will use our net profits for three things. Share the profits with those who stake. What do you mean? So again, if you, and this is not, by the way, a video to say like, hey, you should be in What Do You Mean? Matter of fact, don't be in it. More profits for us, right? But if you are seriously looking for a project that can make you a passive income without any nonsense attached to it, I would feel ashamed to not every now and then inform the community that's here that I actually have such a project running, right? We have like a $3.5 million market cap on the coin itself, super low cap, super sustainable, and it's doing really well. So what you can do is you can go to whatdoyoumeancrypto.app. You can go to staking, and here you can say like, okay, I want to stake this much tokens for this long. The longer you stake and the more you stake, the higher your profit is going to be, right? So it depends on how many people are staking. Currently we have around, 345 people staking. And the nice thing is as well, like 60% of our total supply is staked. 60%. There are not a lot of projects in crypto that have those high numbers. So our community gets it, right? They know. Like, for example, some people, they made a 70x on our token from the private sale price. And they felt like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell it because I understand the utility. And that's what I love. We have a smart community that knows where this money is coming from, and they see that it works actually, right? For example, CDeFi has a lot of projects coming up. Hey, in a bull market, we have seen 700x's, okay? And of course, we're not gonna sell exactly at 700x, but we have seen it, right? What if we just see 100x on like maybe 5 projects, right? We have multiple launch pads, but what if? And we can invest like $5,000 per project. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's 5 times $500,000. Right? And that's not even the most bullish case scenario. I'm not saying that will happen. I don't want to, turn this project into a security. So I will be honored though if that's you watching. But my personal expectation is very positive, as it's mostly crypto gaming that we're invested in. We already invested almost $6,000 in Bloodloop through a seed sale. And now it's going public on Cedarfy, for example. But we have made some insane investments, and I'm gonna show you in this video. But the money that's coming in goes to the people that are staking the token. But also what we are going to do, we will buy back and burn the WDYM token. So the deflation is now activated, right? A lot of projects, they say like, yeah, we're going to burn the token. But yeah, okay, but burning the token doesn't make the price go up, right? It only means that these tokens cannot be sold. What we do is we're going to buy back the token so the price goes up, and then burn them to increase the floor actually. We want to make it highly deflationary, and at a certain point, like any launchpad or VC or whatever, this will be extremely hard to get in. But yeah, that's the goal. And we will keep these stables in our launchpad wallet to make future investments. If we say like, hey, we see another launchpad, right? Or we want to increase on this launchpad, or there is a project releasing on that launchpad and we want to invest a big portion of our money into that. We need it for that as well. Before the knife, we will always share like, hey, this month we made this much gains. I think it's now like $15,000 or something. And we will do a poll on how we are going to split these gains among these 3 possibilities. Now, no, remember the returns will compound. What do I mean by that? It's very simple. If you go to our website, and eventually this is not a beautiful website, like this website was created exactly as like it looks like a meme, right? We wanted to catch the hype, but we're nothing like a meme. We are like our utilities in full blast mode right now. So eventually we will rebrand to a VC. But if you look at our white paper, you can see all the investments that we have made so far, right? So we invested in DexCheck, WorkX, Chappies, Fearverse. But for example, DexCheck, we invested $17,500. We already have $8,000 in profit. So what we do, we always make sure that we first get our initial investment back, and from that point, these are profits, right? And now we get like five till $600 worth of chappies every single day, and that goes very hard. But yeah, we had a big investment and the project did really well. But chappies is something that we are going to distribute, right? DexCheck is something that we ROI'd on as well, also profits, right? So there are a couple that we already ROI'd on. But for example, we invested 5K in Plexus. Yeah, we got 3K in return on TGE. So we need some more tokens before we can talk about profit. So in a couple of months, we will have like maybe 10, 15, 20 projects coming in passively every day or month. Well, there are now 4. Right, so they will compound, so the return should grow over time. Also, we invested in a couple of seed rounds. For example, Portal, we invested $30,000 in Portal. It was the biggest selling pre-sale of 2023, and we were lucky enough to make a seed investment there. So the vesting is a bit longer, but we got a way lower price, right? So if anybody makes a 10x, we make a 15x, for example. So with this kind of money, that's pretty cool. Now, we also made a huge investment in Xverse of $70,000. And I have high hopes for this project as well. And only these 2 are just 100K, right? But a very much anticipated project. So, hey, if we do just a 10x, which is extremely bearish for bull market conditions, we're already sitting on $1 million, right? And yeah, that's going to be beautiful. So they will all add up. And yeah, we do investments through GameStar, we had investments through DexCheck, through Cedarfy, This one is going live on Neo Tokyo as well, so we will probably get an investment in total of like maybe 7-8K, something like that. Endless Clouds. I hope to get more of this, because this is the game studio behind Treeverse, for example. Kind of a RuneScape kind of game. Yeah, this is actually pretty fucking cool. So yeah, like I said, Bloodloop, we had Block Games, 7K. We have some pretty good investments, and the nice thing is, like, we can now invest like 7K. So we did like X for 70K, but overall our investments are not huge, right? $3,000. Chappies was a big one though. WorkX $4,000. But we're a couple of months old, right? At a certain point, we will have multiple launch pads, the super highest tiers, right? And then we can really expand and make maybe 20K investments per project. Yeah, and if you then hit 100x, again, which happens regularly, and then you're doing very well. So this is not me here sitting, promising like what we are going to do, but that's my personal goal. Like, hey, we should do really well based on the past, right? And yeah, that's what you're gonna see in the token price. We're burning quite regularly. If people stake the token, it's locked. They can unstake it, unlike a lot of other projects, but you have to stake or pay a penalty fee of 20%. And that 20%, what happens with that money is 60% of that is gonna get burnt, and 40% is going to development, right? Now, we had some unstaking penalty right here, and we just burned $2,200 worth of our token today at the moment of recording. And we're very transparent about the links to that, and we should be super deflationary, and we just have like pretty good connections for now as well, and yeah, we should do very fine. So if you feel like, man, I cannot keep up with all these launch pads, or I live in a country where you can not even participate in that, right? Like USA is restricted, big country, cannot participate, right? Or whatever. You can also say like, you know what? I'm gonna put it on. What do you? Or all? I'll put some in. What do you mean? And let it ride. And every now and then I can just claim my stables on the app. We pay it out in BUSD. By the time we need to change it to USDT or something, we'll do that, right? But we'll pay it out in stable, so you can just go to the app, click claim rewards, and it's yours. Very, very, very simple. And in the meantime, our goal, like I said right here as well, is one, provide the What Do You Meme community with a sustainable passive income by staking What Do You Meme. So we are investing now, and we're hoping to get a lot of projects that even have a good return even during the next bear market, so people have money to invest by then, so they're prepared for the bull market that comes after that. And two, making sure that What Do You Meme token becomes deflationary by doing monthly buybacks and burns, so the token grows in value. And like I said, therefore it should be very hard for people to get in a while, and that really raises the demand. Now it's still affordable. Like I said, we're sitting at a $3.2 million market cap or so. If you're interested in checking it out, there is a link down below. If you already know about the project, it's maybe a little nice to hear me talk about it. This is not me saying invest in it. Like I said, I rather have not too much people in the project, actually, because I'm an investor as well. There are no team tokens. I'm just an investor. But the thing is that, there are not like 350 people staking. If there will be 10,000 people staking, you have to share. Like, yeah, a lot of people are buying the token, and the token does very well. But you only profit if you sell it, right? For the holders, it's better to not have a lot of people in the project, so you don't have to share these profits with 10,000 people, right? And how do we do this, by the way? We put money into the staking contract, right? And that's what you can claim. By the time we do that, the contract looks at who is staking, right? So if you see that there is like $1 million in here at a certain point, you cannot say like, okay, I'm gonna stake it and then take that $1 million. Now, first you have to stake it, and the money that comes in after you staked it, that's what's yours, right? So you can cheat a little bit, of course. You can look at our website and be like, oh, you invested in Xverse, and you do your research on Xverse, and it turns out to be really good, and you expect a good return. So you feel like, hey, maybe there will be coming $1 million in, so I'm gonna buy. What do you mean? It's fine. You at least done your research, right? So yeah, I want to leave it there. I just wanted to let you know what we are building, and yeah, we're doing really well. Shout out to one of the team members as well, by the way. He is always making a weekly update on what we have done, what we have invested in, what our portfolio is worth. A lot of interesting stuff. My computer feels like, nah, you can go fuck yourself. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. Whatever. But we have weekly updates. We have a lot of video updates like I'm doing right now. So within the project. So there's never anything to miss out on. And hey, team is dogs, right? Here I am. So guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. Have a very blessed day. Oh, yeah, please like the video if you like the video, right? It's like one like. That's all I ask. And sub to the channel if you haven't already.